Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Grizzly Beer Reviews. I got kind of a special review for you today. I wanted to do a comparison video. On my right, I have the Founder's Breakfast Stout. On my left, I have the Terrapin Wake and Bake. They're both imperial stouts brewed with oatmeal and coffee. But the Founder's Breakfast Stout is brewed with chocolate, which the Terrapin is not. They both come out about the same time, which is cool. I'm sure everybody knows about the Founder's Breakfast Stout. That is, one of those beers that people look forward to every year. It's a great beer. It's got a great for the holidays, great for the winter season. And then the Terrapin Wake and Bake comes out, and that's got a really big following down here in the South. And a lot of people like to get both of them because they come out at the same time, and they're really similar. And I've heard a lot of people say that like Terrapin's better. I've heard a lot of people say like Breakfast Stout better. And so I just kind of wanted to compare the two. I already have them poured, but let's see. The Terrapin has a very thick, very dark, no light getting through at all kind of body. When it was poured, it had a very it has a pretty dark head, like a khaki to brown head that dissipated pretty quickly. Kick it up a little bit there. That's pretty dark. One of the darker heads I've seen. And then the Founder's Breakfast Stout has a lighter body, which was surprising to me. There is light getting through just on the very outside. Pretty similar looking head, not quite as dark. So we'll get to the aroma. We'll start off with the Terrapin Wake and Bake. The one thing that I noticed about this beer that I really loved in the nose is that you really smell that flaky, dusty oatmeal. I really like that. There are a lot of oatmeal stouts, a lot of oatmeal porters out there, and I really like it that you're able to smell that oatmeal in the nose. Well, there are hints of chocolate, even though it's not brewed with chocolate, but it is a stout, and I do get chocolate in there, some baker's chocolate, cocoa powder kind of smells. But you do get the coffee. There are like a bit of a sharper, like espresso, dark coffee kind of smells in there. Very sweet, smells very good. And then Founder's Breakfast Stout. Man, that smells so good. There's just really big, really sweet malts right up front. Lots of chocolate, a lot of like milk chocolate, dark chocolate, hot chocolate, chocolate milk kind of smells. There is you do smell creaminess, and but not like the Terrapin. You don't smell that oatmeal quality really. I mean, you do smell that it is very creamy, but you just don't really smell the oatmeal as much to me. And there's not a lot of. Well, I guess there is. The coffee aroma is not as big in this one as it is in that one. There are some nice, coffee house kind of smells coming in, ground coffee kind of smells. Some smoky flavors and smells in there too. So let's see how they taste. Terrapin Wake and Bake, be the first. That's a really good beer. It's surprising that it's not brewed with chocolate. There are a lot of chocolate flavors in there. Not overly chocolate. I guess it's about as chocolatey as any other stout, I guess. But the fact that there's the oatmeal in there, making it creamier, kind of gives it that chocolate stout kind of feel, flavor too. But you do taste the oatmeal. The oatmeal quality is very upfront in this. You have a lot of oatmeal, which gives it a really nice, creamy, silky body. The mouthfeel is not as thick as I expected, considering this is poured thicker than the breakfast stout. It is really nice though. But there are, really nice espresso, dark black coffee, burnt coffee, smoky flavors in there. And then there's that really awesome silky creaminess from the oatmeal, and then the chocolate flavors from it being a stout. So I'm going to cleanse the palate and see how the breakfast stout compares. That's so good. Yeah, see, that's weird. This poured thinner than this, but I do get a thicker mouthfeel on this one. I don't know if it's just, I don't know what the quantities are, if it's brewed with more oatmeal than this one, but there is just a very nice, thick, silky, creamy mouthfeel. Just coats your tongue, coats your mouth. The chocolate in here is awesome. Like I said, it follows the nose. There's just those really big milk chocolate, dark chocolate milk, chocolate milk kind of flavors, really awesome. And then the coffee, whereas this one you could taste like dark coffee, espresso kind of flavors. This one to me tastes more like a cup of coffee that's got a lot of sugar, a lot of, you know, syrup, a lot of cream. It's just very thick and sweet and chocolatey, which is awesome. I love that. You know, not until recently did I start drinking my coffee black, but for the longest time I love my coffee to be very creamy, very sweet, and this is what this is like. So those are the differences. This one has more of a dark black bitter coffee kind of flavor. It is very creamy. Even though this poured thicker, it had a thinner mouthfeel. This poured thinner and had a thicker mouthfeel, and it has a very sweet and creamy that kind of coffee, like a mocha or a latte kind of coffee flavor. And in my personal opinion, I do prefer the Founder's Breakfast Stout over the Wake and Bake. Probably for that reason that I do really like the that thick, creamy, and sweet flavors in there. They're both great. They're both worth trying. I would suggest, if you can, try them both at the same time, just so you can compare them to one another. But I really like them both a lot. So, Founder's Breakfast Stout, Terrapin Wake and Bake. That's what I'm doing. Thanks for coming back for another review. Come back for more. These are great beers. It would be cool if I could drink both of them at the same time. Can't do it. I'll just drink this one.